No. Todo. Entonces,
Shepard, the fleet is under heavy fire. We need to hit the dreadnought.
I'd like to know about your patrol fleet.
In peacetime, the patrol fleet managed navigation, internal security, and intership conflicts or crimes. Now, we mostly guard the heavy fleet's flank. It's mostly light frigates or fighters.
Tell me about the civilian fleet.
Our civilian ships, medical vessels, and life ships. Admiral Chorus coordinates them, though individual ships' captains still have power. In peacetime, they made up the bulk of our fleet. Now, our strength would even give the Turians pause.
Tally said you had the largest fleet in the galaxy.
The Turians have more dreadnoughts. Their overall military force is larger than our heavy fleet by far. But before we began this war, we jury-rigged every Quarian ship in the flotilla for battle. Even our live ships have cannons.
You've converted them into dreadnoughts. That's a violation of the Treaty of Ferrixon.
While live ships have firepower comparable to a dreadnought, their primary purpose is food cultivation.
You think the Council will buy that technicality?
If need be, I'll apologize once this war is over.
And in the meantime, you're putting your civilians in danger.
Not casually, Commander. We keep them off the front lines, but we'll do whatever we must to win.
What can you tell me about Admiral Garrel's heavy fleet?
It was our main military force before the war, comprised of all Quarian vessels suited for sustained combat. It can't compare to the Turian forces, of course, but we have a number of heavy frigates and advanced fighter forces.
Which fleet does Admiral Zen command?
Special projects. It's not a fleet per se, just a few research vessels. Her technical breakthroughs have put us within striking distance of the home world.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, Commander.
That dreadnought is tearing through our fleet. Let me know when you're ready to hit it.
So how did you end up back with your fleet, Tally?
When the war started, the Admiralty Board asked for my help. I had more recent contact with the Geth than most of my people. They hadn't filled the spot on the board left by my father. I was invited in. It's just a technicality. I'm far too young to be a real admiral.
Don't sell yourself short, Tally. The board needed your expertise. You needed the authority that comes with rank.
How did the war with the Geth get started, anyway?
Admiral Zen developed a scanning countermeasure that interferes with Geth active scans. It's like a flashbang grenade. It effectively crippled the Geth ships in combat. My fleet couldn't pass up the chance to attack.
Could we use it to fight the Reapers?
It only works against the Geth, unfortunately. Their AI lets them use extremely detailed LADAR pings. Zen's countermeasure overwhelmed them with garbage data. And it's useless now that the Reapers have upgraded their processing power.
How is it being back with the fleet?
Right now, it's exhausting. I'm an admiral in the middle of a war. I just want us to get out of this alive. Everything else can wait.
When this is over, I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. If we survive this, we'll have a homeworld. My people need me.
Oh.
You could help your people's homeworld by fighting the Reapers.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not thinking that far ahead yet.
So what about Legion?
It returned to Geth space after you turned yourself into the Alliance.
And you haven't seen it since?
Legion and I sent a few messages. I was hoping we could try negotiation. But I was outvoted 3-2. Admiral Chorus was the only one who believed it would work.
Destruir el acorazado Jet y después puedes completar alguna otra misión. Parte. Tienes que parte entre. Esta regla no cuenta para la misión. Ah, ya. Destruir el acorazado Jet. Ahora. Después no termino las misiones coreanas. Hago esa de la está o las misiones secundarias, ¿cierto?
Any idea where Legion is now?
No. In our last message, it told me that the Geth were having trouble reaching consensus.
And then nothing?
Maybe it was fighting the Reaper takeover, or maybe it didn't want to give intel to an enemy. I could have warned it about the invasion. I didn't.
You'd have been betraying your own people.
I never wanted to be an admiral.
Talk to you later, Tally.
If you want to catch up in private, call me up to your cabin.
¡Deja! Miranda, Miranda.
I just figured you'd be more sympathetic to someone joining Cerberus. You've never been big on aliens.
Yeah, I enlisted to kick ass, just like everyone else. But I need a better reason
Commander,
than it has
there's a new
scale.
message at your private terminal.
Cerberus is taking our dishonorable discharges and Cat 6 water.
Samantha Trainor.
It's just one more reason they're not worth a damn.
De ver de primera mano cómo mata el tiempo y sabes si quieres tomar un agua en tu camarote. ¡Oh! ¡Oh! Oye, espero que nada de esto afecte a...
Tally, I'm free if you'd like to come up.
I'll just be a moment.
A ver qué tipo...
Thanks for asking me up. I couldn't talk freely in front of Ron.
You okay?
No, I'm really not. 17 million lives are riding on me. And I don't know if I can save them.
You're doing everything you can. If the fleet falls, it won't be because of you.
I helped my father and Zen's ideas, the new tech that made an invasion too good to pass up, that's based on my father's work. If they die because of me, if I don't...
We'll get them out of there safely, Tally.
I couldn't do this without you, Shepard. I feel like I'm bluffing, trying to convince them that the Admiral's daughter knows what she's doing.
Not the Admiral's daughter. The Admiral.
I know. And at least now, I can push back against the worst ideas. That's why I accepted the position. And because of you.
Me?
When they offered me this position, I asked myself what you'd do. I thought you'd take the chance to make things better. That probably sounds stupid. It's just, I know I'm not really qualified for this.
You're doing fine, Tally.
A todo
Thanks.
esto, Citari no
I should get
puede...
back before the Admirals get into trouble again. I'll talk to you later.
Los coreanos no pueden como respirar el aire. No morir. ¿Cómo es que tuviste una relación con la Tati? No pasa nada.
Trainer, if you're not doing anything, I've got a few hours free. Would you like to come up?
Your cabin is gorgeous. I've seen apartments smaller than this. Well, Commander, ready to play?
Play.
I picked up a chessboard on the Citadel. GUI interface, not nearly as nice as real pieces, but this takes up less space. And I recall you delivered something that closely resembled a challenge. So, interested?
This is a trap, isn't it?
I'm just a simple lab scientist, Commander. I'm sure your real-world expertise will give you an edge. Ha!
Oh, come on.
My word, Commander. It's almost as though you wanted to spare your pawns the indignity of living under my regime.
In real life, that tactic would have worked.
Well, in real life, one doesn't move on an 8x8 square grid.
You know what I mean. The pawns are infantry. A good infantry line, like the Krogan, can take a charge like that.
That reminds me of a joke. What's the difference between Commander Shepard and a Krogan? One is an unstoppable juggernaut of head-butting destruction.
Ah, ¿en serio? ¿Por qué? No quiero que ser de califa. Maldición, tanta potencia. Ah. No afectará nada si elijo esa. No afecta nada. Oh.
And the other is interested in playing another game.
Such as? Oh.
Hey, I'm sorry. You seemed interested.
Oh, no, I apologize. I try to be friendly, but you're not really my type. Remember how I liked Edie's voice?
Oh. Sorry. I didn't realize.
Not at all. I can't wait to tell my friends that I broke Commander Shepard's heart and crushed him at chess.
Oh, really?
Unless you'd like to try to reclaim your honor.
Hell yes.
Nomás se lo damos bien, chela. Por tu culpa me hicieron. ¿Cómo se llama? Así en zona. Oh, ¿cuánto me queda? 2 minutos. Voy a aguantar. A ver. ¿Qué está tipo?
Are you sure you want to play this game?
What's the matter, Vicarian? You chicken?
I don't even know what...
¿No?
That is, though I've heard everything in the galaxy tastes like it. But if you're suggesting I'm scared, game on, Vega.
Age before wisdom.
Okay. Back in my C-Sec days, I busted a Batarian spy ring that was trying to assassinate a counselor.
Please, I fought off a dozen angry Batarians on Omega single-handedly. Used one of them as a landing pad off a 3-story jump.
Just warming up, seeing what you had. Now, I tracked down this guy, Saren. Stopped him from raising a Geth army and unleashing the Reapers 3 years ago.
Doesn't count. You did that with Shepard.
You're right, I was with Shepard from the very
¿De
beginning.
verdad?
That just means you're old. Hey, Commander.
I'm glad Jacob's on. Don't mind us, just telling James here what it means to be a real soldier.
Oh.
Have we found any new engineers for the Crucible glyph?
5 ex-Sonax Industries scientists who attempted to reverse engineer Prothean technology stolen from planet Garvuk. They are technically still wanted by the Council for hiding Prothean technology. As well, Sonax's part in instigating an illegal war on Garvuk.
I'm sure the Council will forgive that for helping with the Crucible. Extend those scientists amnesty and an invitation.
Right away.
Feel free to look around.
¡Oh! De hecho, era un print. Creo de que haya vuelto. Notamos con el que personas a las cosas. Las personas que están trabajadas, pero están de lado. Sobre todo. Ahora sí voy a contar los resultados con ¿ves? No, pero bueno. Quiero, Brian, cuídate. ¡Ah! ¡Qué tierno!
Feel free to look around.
At your service.
Still think you can win this, huh?
I can do this all day, Scars.
Funny you mentioned those. Ever hear the name Archangel?
I might have.
You know you have. I'm Archangel.
Maybe I heard something about that too.
Then maybe you also heard that for a couple months there, the crime rate on Omega mysteriously dropped while Archangel did a little house cleaning.
So you ran a cleaning service on Omega. Back on Fel Prime, I uncovered a pair of harvesters. Had to kill them by myself.
2 worm necks, that's almost impressive.
Oh, that's not even the best part. They left behind an egg. It hatched, and I trained it to let me fly it.
Ah!
The Alliance teach you to make up crap like that, or did you figure it out all by yourself?
It's a gift.
Pasó. ¿Qué? Oh.
It's nice to have Tally back. I've made sure we're well stocked with dextro-based antibiotics and antihistamines.
¿Cuánto poder extra podría usar?
You've been through a lot, Scars.
You giving up?
Nah, I got more. Just don't like to talk about it.
Fair enough. We've all got one of those.
Just one, huh?
Yeah, not every story has a happy ending.
Except there was this one time I teamed up with a Turian named Garrus Vicarian. He was pretty good with a gun, but he thought he was some kind of hotshot.
Yeah, I knew this wise-ass Marine named Jimmy Vega. Sounds like a pole dancer on Omega. Always got on my nerves. But the kid was all right. Had guts when it counted.
And together they cured the genophage.
And stopped Cerberus from taking over the Citadel.
And finally kicked the Reapers from this galaxy and into the next.
With a little help.
Hello again. We got lucky down there, Commander. Civilians, children. Could have been very bad. I don't even want to think about it. But scooping those scientists right from under the elusive man's nose? That's gotta piss him off. I'm glad that Jacob guy is gonna be alright. I hope we can trust a bunch of ex-Cerberus. Just saying. Commander?
You and this human called Jacob were both part of Cerberus.
That is correct.
And Cerberus is filled with traitors to humanity.
Yes, they oppose us in this war.
Then why should we trust either of you?
We have severed our ties with the organization.
But you were programmed by Cerberus.
I can extrapolate where this is going. I have superseded my original programming and have chosen to oppose Cerberus.
You mean you have chosen to oppose your creators?
Correct.
I find this a very troubling freedom machine. That is all.
Oh, qué una historia repetitiva.
Those humans you saved were fortunate. There are still places in the galaxy to hide. Our refugees perished. There was nowhere left to run. I trust you, Commander, when you say you no longer expedite Cerberus's goals. Otherwise... Perhaps later, Commander.
Mando. Acércale. ¿Qué más? Ah. Oh. ¡Al dormir! Sí. Oh. Oh.
We're approaching the Quarian home system.
Oh.
ETA to Rannoch, 5 minutes.
What have you got from the comm buoys?
Pretty much a big old shitstorm, Commander.
I have detected several hundred unique ship signatures engaged in active combat.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
Stealth drive engaged. Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
My cyber warfare suite has accessed their docking protocols.
All right. Once we're aboard, we find whatever's broadcasting the Reaper signal and shut it down. Tally's our expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
Good.
So you're a real living Prothean?
As opposed to a fake dead one?
Okay.
Shepard, there's a problem. All tubes except one are physically secured.
I see the free one. Pretty torn up, though.
Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here. You know, quietly.
Hang tight. It'll just be a minute. No wonder the Quarians were having trouble. That ship is enormous.
It is 30% larger than an Alliance dreadnought.
Tally, you're gonna like the view.
Better than a vid?
Much.
Todos nos preguntamos cómo morirá acá cuando se el juego. Totalmente. Ah, me estoy muriendo. What?
How are you doing, Shepard?
The lack of gravity is a little disorienting.
The dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
Until then, I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look out a window.
Geth don't use windows, remember? Structural weakness.
Like the Geth are just sitting there saying, those organics would never try the no windows thing twice.
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the dreadnought schematics. If If you can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on.
¿Puedo ir solo? Tipo.
I found another airlock. I think we're good to go.
Great. If you override the controls, we'll be right there.
Aquí espero encontrar una lección.
Got it. You're clear to board.
No me dieron nada solo.
Any resistance?
All quiet so far. They haven't detected us yet.
Here, let me see if I can get this open. In the meantime, take a look at this. There, it's open. We're clear to go.
Looks impressive.
It's Admiral Zen's design. It transmits an energy pulse on contact that disrupts shields and synthetics.
That'll be handy.
Ah, verdad que los jets son sintéticos. So... ¿Qué? ¡Mi equipo! Paso. ¿Qué?
So where are we headed?
We're looking for an operations center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster. Oh, vents. Always the vents.
You did fine at the collector base.
I got set on fire!
Anti-fighter lasers?
They're using ultraviolet frequencies, not infrared. That's a lot more expensive. And a lot more powerful.
When the fleet rushed the Dreadnought, those lasers carved right through our ships.
Come on, let's get to the op center before they lose more.
Watch out! Get incoming!
Of course, Commander. As you wish. More of it. Fast.
I don't hear an alarm.
Yes, they sent alerts to every unit on this ship. We need to get to the operations center before they box us in.
I think I found that hull breach you mentioned.
Admiral Geralt tried a frontal assault. We lost 6 frigates.
I think I found that hull breach you mentioned.
Admiral Geralt tried a frontal assault. We lost 6 frigates. That tiny hole was the only damage we did.
I wouldn't call it tiny. Not the way you'd have done it.
No, it was too aggressive. I argued, but as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet, it was ultimately his decision.
What about the other admirals?
Zen backed the invasion, largely as a chance to test her toys. Ron gave provisional support.
There is no self-preservation in these machines.
Network intelligence! As we kill them, their attacks become more aggressive!
You fought them before, Commander.
Disable their shields.
Then take them down before they recharge!
Look, the signal's hitting all Geth processes. The Reapers have them completely under control.
In my cycle, a race called Deja used machines, Dejatil, as synthetic symbiotes. The Reapers subjugated Dejatil as they had the Geth. Their mechanical swarms blotted out the sky. They were brutal, merciless.
Kila, what did you do?
We sent their star into supernova.
That's not really an option here.
Not yet.
I destroyed a system to take out the Alpha Relay. It wasn't an easy decision.
Combat data. What's the state of the battle?
We're taking heavy losses. The Geth have a planetary defense cannon. It's ripping through our fleet.
Is there anything we can do to help them?
Just make their sacrifice worthwhile.
Why do we need to find the operations center? Wouldn't any access console do?
No. Anything we do here, the Geth could counter. Too many fault checks and redundancy levels for what we need to do. The Dreadnought's Operations Center is just ahead.
Good. Let's get the Reaper signal and get the fleet out of here.
Oh! Oh!
The hunters are moving in!
Hostiles are still present.
That's the last of them. Let's see if that console is operational. We need to hurry! My people are getting torn apart out there! Damn it! They've locked down the Reaper signal. We can't shut it down from here in the operations center. There! The Reaper signal's coming from the drive core.
So if we get there, we shut it down?
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off. We need a route to the drive core that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
That could work.
But?
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open. They've locked high-level processes. We need something basic. A ship-wide emergency. Like a fire.
What about the heat diffusion system?
Wait, if I faked a thermal warning, it would open all maintenance tubes for emergency venting.
Would that override the lockdown?
Yes. Okay, I've got it primed. But be ready. I'm reading hostile Geth on the other side of the doors.
They're dropping down from the ceiling.
There could be cloaked hunters as well.
More synthetics incoming! Yes, Commander.
There could be cloaked hunters as well.
Confirm.
Got it.
More synthetics incoming! Yes, Commander! Yes, Commander!
Estoy muriendo yo en la vida real. Maten. Maten.
Let's get to the maintenance shaft before more reinforcements arrive.
Dale, ahí. Ahora, ¿dónde? ¿No hay? Quiero, por favor. Ah, no sé, quiero.
This ship design is almost Quarian, but not quite. It's meant for synthetics, not organics.
Synthetics do not care for organic ease of use or aesthetic beauty. In some cases, they actively oppose it.
Shouldn't be too much farther to the main battery. I'm surprised they'd send you on this mission, Tally.
Even admirals are expected to serve. I'm better at hacking than I am ordering ships around.
Oh. ¿Cuánto queda? 50 segundos. ¿O no? Pues sí. Estoy en una zona. Mentira, quedan 6 minutos.
Defense cannon just took down Admiral Chorus's ship.
Survivors?
They got to escape pods, and I've got Admiral Ron trying to establish a secure link.
Put her through.
Shepard,
This is wrong. The heavy fleet is collapsing. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
We'll have the Reaper signal deactivated shortly, Admiral.
Pero voy a ganar la bicicleta. ¡Puedo! Bueno.
The main gun on Penumbra Apex, our flagship.
We should be okay if we stay in cover.
Yes, Commander. The main gun on Penumbra Apex, our flagship.
We should be okay if we stay in cover.
Oh,
It rivals the main gun on Penumbra Apex.
I think we figured out what we're doing. We should be okay if we stay.
As you wish. Of course, Commander. Above us as well.
¡No! ¡Bastardo! ¡Ah!
Watch the shockwaves! That's a big gun!
More incoming!
It rivals the main gun of the number Apex, our flagship.
Should be okay if we stay in cover.
We need to shut it down!
Above us as well.
There should be a maintenance block near the battery itself.
Pero, ¿por qué? ¿Qué hago esto? Ah, perfecto.
More
Watch the
incoming! I think
shockwaves!
we figured out
That's
what
a
we're
big
doing.
gun!
It rivals the main gun.
Gente, está...
More incoming! I think they figured out what we're doing.
Watch the shockwaves! That's a big gun!
It rivals the main gun of the number Apex, our flagship.
We should be okay if we stay in
Above us
cover.
as well.
We need to shut it down!
There should be a maintenance lock near the battery itself. There's the maintenance lock.
Ah, guapo. A veces me castigo. Me apuré donde también.
They've stopped firing.
We're safe as long as the maintenance lock is in place. Let's move. Come on, let's get out of here.
We live another hour.
Watch your shield! Stick to cover!
It is done.
Para cargar mi celu, ya algo, continúo. A ver, tiene la parte de donde unos 40 minutos aprox, o quizás menos.